Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the Cardinals going up against the Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. This is TJ Logan to return it. First and 10, it's Palmer. Rush coming, and he's taken down. K.J. Wright coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They go play action now. Palmer, he's going to fire one deep. Middle, he's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's Palmer. Caught right side, Gresham. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This on first and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 14.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And tough starting field position here.
And
they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now Palmer down around his goal line. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 82 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On first down, Wilson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams.
Loving it.
And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. On second down, Wilson. Now he's flushed out right. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Wilson going to throw again. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number. Led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now Palmer back into his end zone. Lets it go for Nelson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down following the incompletion. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got room. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 45 yards on the ground. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Palmer now. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Palmer on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. To throw is Palmer. Screenplay, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals add on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Seahawk 1st down. Wilson to his big target, Graham.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Corey Peters in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the 2nd half kickoff. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Miller. He's still on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
The largest deficit, by the way, the Seattle franchise has ever come back from, 21 points to the Bucs in 2013. On second down, here's Miller. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Now Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Buying time to his left. Caught by Nelson left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Brandon Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, four down. Cherry.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Underneath for Miller. And now running right through it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Slot man moves right. A 1st down carry now for Miller. He finds some open field here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Terry. Righty. Terry. Let go.
They go play action now. Palmer rolling to his left. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Terry. Let go. Righty.
Now it's Palmer. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Setting up the screen for Miller. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Cardinals, the win is their 8th on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.